Hi there, you're very welcome to Student Spotlight, and today we're speaking to Serena Casey, who is a final year Bachelor of Arts student from Enniscorthy. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well today. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
So you're in Enniscorthy and you're in your final year, so you've been up and down to the campus a little bit based on what your classes require. You're taking music and business management.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
So is it the music that is bringing you to the campus maybe more, or?
Probably more so, yeah. And I noticed because I had a talk actually, um, when I was in sixth year, there was a college awareness week, and there was someone from the admissions office came to my school and talked about Maynooth, and it was then actually that I realised in Maynooth you could do business with another subject, which I didn't think it was a thing in any other college except
Yeah.
for doing business with a language. So I realised I could do music and business together, which was two things that I really enjoyed in school. So when I found out I would be able to combine them both, like I looked more into it, and then I went to the open day and found out more about the music and the business, and I think that's kind of what drew me towards me then.
That's what made you
Yeah.
decide to come to the campus in Maynooth as a first year. So in your leaving cert, were you taking those subjects, or
Yeah.
you were,
Yeah,
yeah.
I had English, Irish, maths were my compulsory subjects, and then I had music, business, and I had geography and German as well.
Okay. So what is your instrument, or in music, what do you
Yeah, I
play?
played a flute. I've been playing that since I was around 10. And then I have a bit of piano as well. I'm doing that through the college as well now, but like flute would be my main instrument.
Right. So did you think about the full BMUS degree? Did you or
Yeah,
consider that?
I kind of looked a little bit into it, but not really. I kind of wanted, because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And I knew like if I went into the arts degree, I'd have more options. And like I could combine it with another subject and then see what I wanted to do then. So
Yeah.
like I briefly looked into it, but then I thought I'm better, keep my options open and like doing one or two other subjects as well in first year and then kind of taking it from there.
So when you came in for those first few weeks and you were choosing your subjects, did you try out a few different subjects, or did you stick to what you knew?
I kind of mainly knew that I wanted to do the business and music, like they were definite. And then I kind of looked into a few others. Like I remember I looked at accounting and there was international development and I know there was critical skills and there was a few like that. I kind of looked around that, but then I settled on, I had music and business and I did accounting in first year as well.
Okay. Okay. So so you did double then of something.
Yeah.
You,
Oh, well, I had economics as well. So it
oh,
was kind of three businessy ones and then music.
very good. So that's an interesting combination. And
Yeah.
there's three different areas of business as well that you could take. There's
Yeah, there is
management. So
management
how did you decide
international.
which of those three that you're going to take? And
Yeah, so I did management because I knew that because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go into teaching or not. And I knew that management was the only one that covers the teaching council requirements. So, and in the management one, you actually do a bit of international business and a bit of marketing as well. So it's kind of the most general one. So again, like keep my options open and stuff. So
right.
just doing.
So you're at that third year final stage,
Yeah,
sort of
it's
thinking,
crazy how quick years go by as well.
yeah, has it gone by pretty quickly?
Yeah, it's flown by. When I'm looking now, I'm like, oh, I only have like a few weeks left and then I'm finished. It's kind of like mad looking back. Like it feels like no length ago since I was in first year.
Yeah. So we'll try and get back into that mindset. So you've decided you're going to do the arts degree,
Yeah.
and you get your place, and you arrive on the campus from Enniscorthy. So you were living on. Did you live on the campus or in the
No, I
town?
had digs. So they're like, there's like if there's a family home or one of mine, it was a couple, and then they rented out rooms to students. So I know in second year there was myself and one of my friends I'd made in first year, and there was another first year student as well. So we all kind of, we all had our own rooms, and then we shared the rest of the house with the people that
The
lived there.
family.
Yeah.
So that was a nice sort of a happy medium, I guess, between leaving
Yeah.
home but also
Yeah, because I was
being.
kind of nervous about like moving away from home because like it's definitely a big change. So kind of it's as you said, it's kind of that medium between like going full on to like on campus on your own, but like you're
Yeah.
not staying at home either, so it's kind of
having the comforts of a home place
Yeah.
to go to retreat to. So what else? Did you know other people from Enniscorthy coming up to Maynooth, or how
Not
did that work?
really, no. I didn't know. So actually, like my first thing on campus, because I came through one of the access routes. So I came through here, so Launchpad on campus was actually my first thing. So it's kind of like a 3-day thing for anyone that comes through. Like there's the here route and the there route, and a few others like mature students and all as well. So we got to get used to the campus. And I actually made some of my like closest friends I have now. I actually made some of them at that week. So then it was great, like going into orientation, then already knowing a few people.
Yeah.
So that was, and then I met a few more then at orientation and as I went along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
didn't know really anyone at all when I started. So
Launchpad is great for
oh,
students.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, to get that sort of a settling in period
Yeah,
before everybody else arrives.
definitely, yeah.
But like you still have to go into lectures with a lot of other students, especially business and economics,
Yeah,
are big subjects.
yeah,
So
it could be
how
like
did that
300 or
work?
400 people in the lectures. It's kind of like, it's a bit daunting when you go into your first few lectures. But I suppose you get used to it after a while.
You start chatting to people
Yeah.
and you get to know people pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So what's music like in first year, second? What kind of areas are you studying?
Yeah, so in first year, you kind of do a little bit of everything. Like you have a bit of music history and kind of musicology and like essays about different things. And then you'd have your music theory, so like reading music and the different kind of stuff around that. And then you'd have your performance part as well. So you can take either first study if you're already playing an instrument. So I did the flute for that. So I got my lessons then included in like your fees and stuff. So you get a weekly, like an hour a week of a one-on-one lesson.
Okay.
And or if you haven't done a lesson before, you can also still take music and you can do group piano. So you'd be doing beginners piano in a group of maybe 4 or 5 students. So it's kind of open to anyone really. So
Okay.
bit of music background you can.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
the different.
Yeah, so I did a bit of
experiences.
everything in first year, and then in second year there's a lot more kind of areas you get to go into. Like there was music and history, there was Irish traditional music, there was kind of more music theory and stuff, and your performance, there was composition. And then when you went to final year, there's even more, because there's no compulsory module, so you can kind of, like I know there's pop music modules, there's music therapy, there's a music and entrepreneurship module, so I was kind of able to combine my business and music there. So I just did that module there, so I really enjoyed that one. And then I'm specialised in performance as well, so I have that too. So
okay, so really you get a lot more opportunity to decide what you want to study as you go through.
Exactly, yeah. There's like, I think there was 15 or 16 modules and you can pick any 6 out of them. So there's lots of choice, like to specialise in what you're interested in.
Yeah. So you have your 60 credits each year of a degree, and then with your music you've got 30, and then with business you have 30. So you get to decide on those 30 in music. Is it the same sort of flexibility in business, or is it more prescribed?
In business, yeah, a little bit more prescribed. Like I think there's three or four compulsory modules. I suppose with business, there's certain areas that you kind of have to cover. And then there's a few optional modules then as well. So you still get a bit of choice, but kind of not as much choice as you would with music. But you still get to cover like so many different areas of business. Like, there's like management, we did marketing, there's IT modules. Like kind of, you cover a lot of stuff as well.
Yeah. Did you think about taking an elective in second year, something
I kind of I half looked into it, but then again, like with the teaching council stuff was still in the back of my mind, so I wouldn't have actually been able to, because I wouldn't have had
to meet
credits.
those requirements. Yeah.
Like I'm not sure for definite if I want to go into teaching, but again, I just wanted to keep the option open, so I did the credits needed for that.
That's very strategic thinking. I like it. So now that you're in your final year and you're thinking towards when you graduate, all going well, in September. So what are you going to do next, do you think?
Well, at the moment, I'm applying for kind of business graduate programs. So they're kind of like structured jobs in various companies, and they're usually like around 2 years long, and they're like designed for people who just graduated. So you get to work in different areas of the business and stuff. So I'm applying for some of those. I know like a lot of them are very competitive to get into, but I can get a good experience doing, I've got a few interviews and stuff. And then I'm kind of that's kind of I'm going down the kind of business route at the moment, and then I'm considering maybe going back and doing maybe a master's, either my PME for secondary school teaching in a few years' time, or then I'm kind of doing some music stuff on the side. Like I can teach the flute, like, well, it's kind of difficult at the moment, obviously with like COVID and stuff, but once like everything opens up, I'm hoping to have a bit of music stuff on the side, and then keep doing like probably a business job is where the most jobs would be, like compared to music. And then I hope maybe in the future then to either teach or somehow like combine the two. Then you could like open up like a business like related to music, or like there's kind of lots of options there, but I'd probably need a bit of experience behind me before like going into something like that.
Yeah, that's great. You have lots of options open to you.
Yeah,
which
again,
is
yeah,
brilliant.
there's a good few options. So
what about the clubs and societies? Because I know when you apply for graduate jobs, often they want to know,
yeah.
what kind of involvement have you had in that side of things in university?
Yeah, so I know in first year, at the start of first year, I mainly applied or joined clubs and societies for stuff I was already involved in. Like I joined the music one, I joined the business one, I joined the dance one because I'm an Irish dancer as well. And then kind of this in second semester, myself and some of my friends, we joined the yoga society and a few others that like we'd never really done before.
Brilliant.
And then I actually ended up treasurer on the committee of the yoga one in second year. And I'm actually one of the co-presidents of it this year. So
okay.
And like
You're
I'd never
moving
really
swiftly up the ranks there.
Yeah. So like it was just, I think some of my friends like suggested doing it in first year, and then we actually became closer friends from like going to the classes and stuff. And then me and one of my friends joined the committee in second year, and we're still on it now. So like it's a great way of getting involved, and like we got to even make friends from other societies, because like a lot of societies do like collabs with each other. So you could do like a class with, like, I know we had one with like the mental health society, we had one with the business society actually, and we had some with some of the like charity ones, like we're organising one with St. Vincent de Paul, so we're able to fundraise as well as like they can come to the class kind of. So it's a great way of getting to know people and getting involved in different things.
Yeah.
Like trying things that you never had the chance to before, because if you were to go to like a private, just a yoga class, it could cost you, like, I don't know the exact prices, but it's a lot more expensive than €2 like that you get. Like we get in fully qualified instructors, but because of like the way societies work, you're able, it's great. Like you're like there, and there's so many different ones. Like you can try something brand new. It's great getting involved in things.
So as well as getting involved, you get to use that in an interview situation down the line and be able to talk about all the things that you've done.
So all the different skills even you get from, like, if you're working with people or like leadership and like they're all things that you can carry over to jobs or to anything else. Like it's a great way of, like, you don't even realize it at the time, but then when you look back, you're like I've actually like learned so much just from doing this. Like it can apply to kind of anything you do then.
Your CV and your LinkedIn will be fully impressed.
Yeah.
Tell me, to conclude, do you have any words of advice for a potential Maynooth student of arts?
Well, nearly continuing on with that, like just get involved as much as you can in college. Like there's clubs and societies, even putting yourself forward for like ambassador stuff or orientation leader. I did that as well in first and second year. And like there's the SU, like there's so many things just to get involved. You can kind of learn new things you never did before. You'll be able to make friends like that in different things that you've never done before. I think that would be kind of the main thing, like just make the most of it and get involved as much as you can, because it's only like 3 or 4 years long, so make the most.
And it goes by pretty quickly, as you said.
Yeah, it flies by, so I think just like take nearly every opportunity you can and like make the most of it.
That's great. Serena, thanks a million. Lovely to talk to you today.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks.
Thank you.